Hello, welcome to vlog 10. That's right, we're in double digits. And there's the camera. Okay. Here's what I want to talk about today. And first, the premise. I want to be absolutely clear on this. I don't believe in anything that I'm about to tell you. I don't subscribe to it. Well, that's not true. I do subscribe to it, but I do not believe it. I do not endorse it. This is just stuff I enjoy to talk about and think about. Cool? Alright. I want to talk about Hellier. Hellier. And Hellier is a town in Kentucky, and it is also it's not really a YouTube series. I guess now it's an Amazon series, but it's a paranormal show. And season 2 just hit Amazon Prime. And I guess I should give you some idea of what that's about. So, there was gosh, I should have looked up the exact years before I talked about it, but so way back when in Kentucky, there was an incident called the Kelly Hopkinsville incident. And what this basically is that a family was trapped over the course of something like a week in their home by green goblin-like figures with big eyes and big ears, short. And yeah, I mean, just over the course of this weekish, this period of time, they tried to leave their home. They shot at these goblins, and yeah, I mean, by all accounts, it sounded like a really terrifying experience. And this incident kind of spurred on some of my favorite found footage movies or horror movies out there. The big one is the incident at Lake County, which actually is 2 movies. They did it twice, which is kind of the same premise but with aliens. Really great creepy show. I suggest you watch either version of them. Look it up. I'm pretty sure one of them or both of them is available on YouTube. Yeah. So again, I don't subscribe to these sort of things, but this is the sort of stuff that just really, I dig it. So back to Hellier. Come all the way back to 2016, I think is when this starts, is that these paranormal investigators get an email basically implying that these goblins are starting to be seen again in Kentucky, this time in Hellier, Kentucky. And that's the start of the show. The first 2 episodes are just great. If I can suggest anything out of this, is watch the first 2 episodes of Hellier. Because it's great, creepy fun. The editing and production value of the show is just great. A lot of other paranormal research shows, they just can't top it. And then, we kind of go on a goose chase over the course of these 2 seasons. Hellier doesn't just cover goblins. It touches into aliens. It touches into Mothman, Indrid Cold. It just runs the gambit. And I don't want to spend my time here telling you why I also hate the show, because I don't want to use this vlog, even though no one watches it. I don't want to use it to tear stuff down, even if it's BS. There's a lot to swallow in that. Big one being synchronicity. They use that word a lot, and that's kind of what drives their narrative. And it's coming from a rational place, synchronicity is amazingly frustrating. Basically, it's the little, quinkydinks in life that, happen. You're thinking about, your grandmother who loved butterflies, and all of a sudden you see a butterfly fly by. Does that mean that your grandmother is reaching beyond the grave to contact you? Probably not. It's probably just a butterfly. I mean, if you're in a house, in a 3-story apartment building inside, and a butterfly flies by, maybe that's weird. But if you're like us out in the woods, that's not that big of a. It's just a thing. But they use that to drive them through the show, and to be honest, even if I don't subscribe to that, it's interesting to see where those paths go. So yeah, Hellier. What's fun and what draws me to this is kind of the local input. A big part of talking about the Goblins in Kentucky is the cave system. This one specifically talks about the Mammoth Cave system, which is just a huge cave system that actually believes comes all the way down here into Cookeville, Tennessee. In fact, I'm here in Ensor Sink, and I'm pretty sure the caves, short walk that way. I'm pretty sure that's part of the cave system too. So it's a huge cave system, and this cave system and other cave systems just kind of goes all across the Appalachian area where, traditionally a lot of these goblin reports come from. So, well, again, I don't subscribe to that there's little goblin or alien people out there. It'd be pretty cool if there was, half horrifying, half cool. And so it's fun to think about. It's fun to scare yourself. The world is more interesting when it's fantastic, and even if it's not really fantastic, it's nice to pretend, or nice to put that in the back of your mind. Yeah. And along those lines of putting in the back of your mind, I'll go ahead and include a picture. Actually, no, probably just a link to a thread, I guess below, in the description, to a Reddit thread, which kind of shows how a chart of where people have disappeared in the United States kind of correlates with the major cave systems in the United States. Does that mean anything? But it's kind of creepy to think about, and that's fun. Yeah. So, going back to Hellier, I really enjoy the show in that aspect. Neither season brings you to a place where you feel like there's a conclusion. I think there's a big part of season 1 which pretty much unravels the entire case. But again, I don't think this is here to provide answers. I think it's just there to provide something entertaining to watch, and in that case, okay, it works. Talking more about like the Fortean and the Fae thing, again, I try to be a rational person when it comes to things like this. I need evidence and proof to believe something, but to steal from like X-Files, I want to believe. The world is a heck of a lot cooler if Bigfoot's chilling back there. So I might find myself talking more about things like this, like cryptozoology, Fortean, in the vlog, just because it's something that interests me and it's a fun thing to dance around. I'm kind of actively looking for creepy folklore in this area to kind of sort of expound on that. There isn't a lot of good stuff as far as I'm concerned. There's a haunted bridge, and there's a cemetery with some creepy tombstones, but it's not really anything. You know, I grew up in the Chicago area, and so we had stuff like Resurrection Mary and Bachelor's Grove and things like that, which I feel like had a little bit more substance to it. But I'm gonna look around for it. In the meantime, I don't know. What sort of things do you guys want to see me talk about? Yeah, I don't have a lot going on right now, so I can do this a lot. Like I said, I like to talk about things Fortean. Fortean, that's Fortean. I don't know the specific definition of that, but in my brain it's kind of things occultish and paranormal. Like I said, I like to talk about all those things and think about all those things. So we might expand on that. Sitting here talking to you, this isn't quite going as the way I wanted to, but I also didn't know where I was going to go with this. Yeah. And I'm at the point I don't have anything to say, so I guess it's time to end it. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a great day.